Now I want to go through how you determine the output of a nozzle. Now before we go through this formula to determine this, I want to remind you this principle. Very important principle, Q equals VA. The quantity of water flowing in a pipe or a tube equals the velocity of the water times the area. Okay, where Q is the quantity of water in meters cubed a second, V is the velocity of water in meters a second, and A is the area in meters squared. And also you've got to remember that V1A1 equals V2A2. The velocity of water at area times area 1 in a system is the same as the velocity at point 2 times the area at 2. You can't lose it. If you decrease the area, you increase the velocity accordingly. Now, to determine the output of nozzles, this is a fireground formula here. The output of a nozzle is L equals 2/3 diameter squared times the square root of the pressure. This is a fireground formula where L equals the flow in litres a minute, D is the diameter of the nozzle in millimetres, and P is the pressure in bar. Let's do an example. Determine the output from a 25mm nozzle operating at 4 bar. Well, this is a formula. If you put in your known variables, it gives you an output of 833 litres a minute. Okay, 833 litres a minute. Another example. Determine the output from a 20mm nozzle operating at 3.5 bar. Well, this is a formula here. You put in your known variables. It gives an output of 499 litres per minute. Let's do another example. Determine the output from a 25mm nozzle operating at 4.5 bar. If we put in the known variables, as you can see here, this gives an output of 883 litres per minute. Let's do another example. Determine the output from a 15mm nozzle operating at 5 bar. Put in your known variables here, it gives an output of 335 litres a minute.